Hello, I'm there's Luke Cartographer, and this is the 76th video of my Mass Effect Legendary Edition series. In the last video, we were hunting Leviathan, the creature that destroyed the Leviathan of Dis. It seems that we've found something that can potentially kill Reapers, so we're going to try to find it. Now, the first artifact that would lead to them has been destroyed. We need to find the actual artifact that was found by the first archaeologists that were hunting the Leviathan in the first place, and that is back at their lab on the Citadel. So we need to go there now, because turns out these artifacts can indoctrinate people, so let's get there now. Okay, leaving Mojave behind and the ICER system, we need to get back to the Serpent Nebula. I think we're probably done in the Kaleston Rift. Bad stuff happening on Kaleston. Wait a second, did it just? Huh, I thought it... Oh, oops. I don't know, it made a weird noise. I guess it was just getting close to the master relay that did that. Okay. Back to the Serpent Nebula. And let's get to the Citadel, and we need to go back to Bryson's lab. There it is.
We need to shield the artifact they've got here right away.
Using Garneau's data, I should be able to accomplish this without difficulty.
Damn thing's been here the whole time. Why weren't we affected?
Perhaps the amount of time spent near the artifact is key. After a certain duration, it affords Leviathan an impressive mind control capability.
I don't think that's exactly what it is. It might be that, but my guess is more specifically that the Leviathan have more control over these devices than perhaps the Reapers have over theirs, and can use them at will, but we'll find out.
I'd call it dangerous as hell. Bryson's assistant tried to kill me.
Perhaps Leviathan was controlling him to protect itself, diverting people away from its trail.
Maybe. It just shows we don't know what we're dealing with yet.
Despite the risk, this artifact remains our only link to finding Leviathan. Perhaps we could find more information about it here in the lab.
Agreed. Bryson's team might have turned up something we missed. I'll look around.
I was just thinking about the fact that Edie blinks. I mean, she obviously does not need to blink, so it's entirely... It's either something that's left over from her infiltration subroutines, or it's perhaps even something that she consciously has chosen to do because she knows it unnerves people when humanoids don't blink. So let's see. Data file, there's the head again. Energy emissions test, artifact P3X118 Hadley Derrick. Initial test, artifact test negative for infrared and ultraviolet emissions. No gamma or X-ray radiation detected. Follow-up tests, artifact does not react to application of various stimuli. Internal readings inconclusive. No progress in determining age. Guess I stayed here all night finding out that this thing isn't really important. Fell asleep at desk. Conclusion, the artifact is definitely inert and safe. Keeping it here for reference, we should all be near it. Maybe more useful than Leviathan in the long run. Recommend we abandon hunt for Leviathan and seek more productive studies. Wow. Okay, yeah, definitely indoctrinated Derek Hadley. That is impressive. No, it's not a problem, but we should all be close to it. We don't even need to look for Leviathan.
They were testing the artifact for energy emissions.
And found nothing. Still, I recommend leaving it shielded.
Yeah, my guess is we just can't detect it. Let's see if anything's changed with Bryson's experiment. Seems no.
Anything interesting about the artifact structure?
It is not constructed of the same compounds used in standard Reaper technology. Beyond that, nothing of relevance.
So not Reaper tech, though. Or unlikely to be Reaper tech at the very least. Anything else? Let's see. Wait, there we go. Project information.
Edie, what project was Garneau working on when he found the artifact?
Basilisk.
Got anything on Basilisk?
Several ships, a mythical creature, and a rare mid-tier enemy type in the Galaxy of Fantasy video game. It possesses a gaze attack capable of triggering synced animation kills. Player forums describe it as overpowered.
I meant the project, Edie.
Oh. Then, no.
There's gotta be something here on this artifact. What about the server?
Bryson's assistant wiped the office server and destroyed all backups, likely before killing Bryson. However, records show new messages on Bryson's personal comm terminal upstairs.
Could be worth a look.
Maybe from his daughter.
A message from Dr. Bryson's daughter, Anne. According to my records, she worked with her father.
I'm at the dig site in the Pylos Nebula. Project Scarab paid off. I've got another artifact like the one Garneau found. I think it could be affecting people's behavior. You need to shield the one in your office. I tried to warn Garneau, but I can't get through. We've got Reaper scouts coming in toward the main site. I'm heading to the secondary base to grab what research I can.
Anne Bryson was attempting to contact Garneau on the asteroid colony. She seems to know something about the artifact.
She sounded worried.
If Reaper forces were approaching, her concern was warranted.
Let's hope we get to her before they do.
She said she was in the Pylos Nebula, working for Project Scarab. That cluster contains several systems. I'll call up the nebula on the galaxy map. We may also search the lab for clues to narrow down her location.
Okay. Yeah, we're obviously going to search for more clues first. I mean, we can go search those clusters regardless, but I want to actually get the information we need. Let's see. Here we go.
The locker is secure. We must locate an access card to open it.
Okay.
Access card for the requisitions locker?
Yes. According to records, it was last used by Anne Bryson to obtain equipment for Project Scarab.
Let's see what Anne Bryson requisitioned for Project Scarab.
I like how they just have the armor hanging there like that.
Didn't need an environmental suit. Wind protection gear.
Based on what Anne Bryson did or did not requisition, the dig site was arid but habitable.
Get me a filter for systems with compatible planets.
Based on the search data, it is one of these two systems.
God. I cannot tell you how much I'm looking forward to when... I mean... Alright. 1 second, let's see if we can find any more information. I'll just say that... Okay, well, here we go.
What about criminal activity in the Pylos Nebula?
Because the area is part of the Attican Traverse, criminal reports are unreliable at best.
Okay, let's see if there's anything else. What I was going to say is... oh, jeez.
These are the ships Dr. Bryson and his team used?
Yes.
Quarian.
If we can find out which ship Anne Bryson took for Project Scarab, we may learn something.
These are the ships Dr. Bryson and his team used?
Yes. If we can find out which ship Anne Bryson took for Project Scarab, we may learn something.
We got 3 ships. 2 of them human, I think. Because there always seem to be Alliance. Or not Alliance, but humans on board them when we found them in Mass Effect 1. And one that's a Quarian ship. But what I was saying before is... Okay, I'm just going to wait until we get back to the ship or something. Task Force Aurora, current travel requisitions team, Project Basilisk, team leader Garneau, Alex. Transport MSV Kirkwall. I wonder if that has anything to do with the Dragon Age series. And Project Scarab, team lead Bryson Ann. Transport MSV Icarus.
Anne Bryson flew out on a ship called the Icarus. Can you track its movements?
No. The Reapers have disrupted civilian comm buoys. But we might learn more if we find the ship's specifications. I believe you saw them earlier.
The Icarus. Here we go.
The ship has enhanced electrostatic discharge cells. They facilitate long-range FTL travel.
So they jumped to the Pylos Nebula by mass relay, then flew to another system.
Yes. Otherwise, they would have chartered a less expensive ship.
Okay, we can rule out the relay system.
Okay. I also saw this over here, seemed to be highlighted.
Any idea if Project Scarab involved Element Zero?
Unlikely. We may learn more from the project requisitions locker.
Any correlation between Project Scarab and these unexplained creature sightings?
Not beyond Leviathan itself.
Okay.
Does anything in Anne Bryson's work history suggest where she might be?
Nothing relevant.
Okay. Let's see if that provided us another filter, though. The ship.
Based
Okay.
on the data, only one system remains a viable possibility.
Good. Let's go get Anne Bryson.
Okay. Hey, I wonder if I missed something before and that would have locked it down to being where it was in the Kaleston Rift. Alright, real quick, what I was saying before is, if I feel like I'm living in the time where if I can live to be 50, I can potentially live forever. I think we're that close to the technology where humanity will effectively decide when it is that we live and die, you know, outside of accidents. I think that we're approaching the end of age-related mortality. And my hope with that is then I would be alive in the age when we get to travel to distant star systems like this. So let's see. Let's make the jump to the Pylos Nebula. Where is that? Over here? No. Ah, there it is. She said there were Reapers after her, but they're not showing up on the galaxy map at least. Let's do some... Oh, okay. Well, apparently they are here. Let's check out the outermost and then the innermost. Jonas. This is the system where we didn't end up having to search because we found out, oh, the ship all went to the other one and opened the Zaharan. Jonas, a methane ammonia ice giant, is believed to be an extrasolar planet captured by its star. It was developed as a fuel depot serving the Pylos cluster. Eldfell Ashland Energy had established a base on one of its moons to crack water ice into hydrogen and oxygen and skim helium-3 from its atmosphere. The Reapers destroyed both the base and the abandoned infrastructure, but not before triggering a trap, a crude nuclear device meant to catch them catch them in the blast. From orbit, the Normandy sensors can pick out a sign that some waggish employee has left in the wreckage of the moon base. Gone fission, okay. I guess it would be a thermonuclear device if it was gone fusion. Isail. Isail is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant. Though gas giants are known for their powerful magnetic fields, Isail's field is stronger than current models predict. Within the frost line of the solar system where gas giants do not usually form, Isail is believed to have once been a solar capture. With no infrastructure to speak of, the Reapers have ignored Isail as a military target. Okay, so that's weird. I feel like that was what they said with the other one, was that they're both extrasolar captures. Interesting. Oh, wait. There has to be been a reason that scanning was a problem, right?
Signal confirmed.
There we go. Yep. I know the other one was supposed to be the gas giant where there was gas, so we'll see what there is here. Jovian dissertation. Interesting. Let's see if we can't find that fuel, because I think I actually kind of need it.
Evasion successful.
Ah, there it is.
Reapers eluded.
$300 units of fuel.
Faster
Up to
than light jump
999. I guess the 1,000. Okay. Dorada. We don't need to go here, but we're gonna see what the system contains. Wow, a lot of planets. Okay. Vioressa. With an orbital period nearly 2 millennia long, the cold and distant Vioressa was actually missed in an initial Asari survey of the system. Only a follow-up mineral assay sent to Canalus by a Volus mining concern noted its subtle movements across the stars. Vioressa is a methane ammonia ice giant. circled by a retinue of deep frozen moons. Its remoteness made it a popular drive discharge point for pirates working the Pylos Nebula cluster. As Pylos is currently unclaimed by any sovereign power, Council naval patrols are few and far between. Thus far, none of the local pirates have been apprehended, and the Reapers have shown little interest in the system. It is possible Vioressa could be used as a base of operations for fleeing ships. Okay. Next in, another gas giant. Well, that was an ice giant, technically speaking. Cineus. A standard hydrogen-helium gas giant, Cineus has more than 80 moons. Very cool. Next in. It's amazing how many moons gas giants have. Zeth. I mean, they have the mass to have it, is the thing. Zeth is a common hydrogen-helium gas giant. An abundance of sulfur in its upper atmosphere gives it distinct yellow stripes. It picks up, these gas giants pick up any other local planet-sized or even small dwarf planet-sized bodies. Canalus. Canalus is smaller than Earth, but has unusually high density. The high level of tectonic activity indicates that the density is caused by an abundance of radioactive materials in the core. These, combined with the planet's unusually high rate of spin, raise the planet's internal temperature and cause volcanism. While several companies performed mineral assays in the late 2170s, the world's geological instability precluded development. Okay, and next... Thanusi. Thanusi is a small, barren rock. Though it is evident that it once had an atmosphere of carbon dioxide, only trace amounts of krypton and xenon remain. Like Cyano, it is tidally locked to Dorada. What is that? Looks like there's a whole bunch of debris or something. It's got a little asteroid belt like right around it. Cyano. Cyano, named for an ancient Asari philosopher known for being contrarian, orbits Dorada at a retrograde. It is believed to be an object that fell into the system millions of years ago from parts unknown. The outermost of Dorada's two asteroid belts is thought to have been a small planetoid that was broken up by Cyano's passage into the system. Cyano is formed of low-density rock and is tidally locked to Dorada. The hemisphere always faces the star. There is evidence that a complex of artificial structures once existed on the north of the sunward-facing hemisphere, but they have been badly degraded by millennia of heat and radiation. Several bunkers of radioactive waste, apparently byproducts of primitive fission plants, have been discovered on the far side. The Reapers appear to have ignored Cyano, concentrating on systems with a higher population. So I wonder... This is crazy stuff. Because we don't know how many cycles there have been, so we don't know when this planet could have potentially been inhabited at some point. We know that this thing's an extrasolar capture. It's just crazy to think, was this maybe somewhere else, inhabited, destroyed by the Reapers, flung out of the system somehow, and ended up here? I don't know. It's crazy to think about. Or maybe it wasn't even related to the Reapers, the fact that it was destroyed. Maybe it was the fact that it was flung out of its system that caused it to be destroyed, and that's why we have the byproducts of primitive fission plants. Anyway, I don't know. I like thinking about that kind of stuff, though, just because it's kind of crazy. Alright, off to... Actually, do we need to scan here? This is a huge... Okay, there we go. I was going to say, this is a huge place to scan. I mean, this is one of the larger systems. Radiation shielding sheath. Okay, do we... Yep, that's nice. 250 units of fuel. Excellent. I think I needed that. Maybe not all of it, but let's see. Zaharan. Alright, let's see. Got a gas giant here on the extremities. Grotesque. A methane-soaked gas giant, Grotesque features helium-3 collection machinery serving the colonists of Namakli, but it appears that their kinetic barriers failed long ago due to neglect. The apparatus was destroyed by meteorites, probably originating in Grotesque's rings, creating one more hurdle for anyone trying to settle on Namakli. That's a weird name. Okay, let's see, what's next? Azrahas. Azrahas is a hothouse planet rich in nitrogen, methane, and ethane. Similar to Namakli, it is metal poor. Additionally, it is suspected that few asteroid impacts have struck it over the millennia, precluding accessible deposits of common precious metals in the crust. Decrepit Asari orbital stations from scientific expeditions long ago circled the planet, none display signs of occupation. Okay, what do we got here? I think that's where we're going, so let's see. Estag. Estag was discovered by a joint Asari-Vorcha exploration team and abandoned shortly thereafter. The planet's light atmosphere of nitrogen and krypton is not overly hostile to Vorcha, but its heat makes it uninhabitable except in expensive habitats. Its low density precludes the presence of many valuable minerals, and so settling the planet was deemed not worth the effort. Alright, let's do some scanning. One more time.
Signal confirmed.
There we go. Got some fuel. 350 units of fuel, that's way more than I needed. Okay. Namakli. An arid but habitable planet, Namakli was briefly colonized by the Pyrrhina Corporation, a consortium of Asari colonists and specialized Vorcha laborers. After an economic downturn, however, many Asari left the planet and the Vorcha population kept growing to a point where they bred faster than they could be educated. Soon they turned violent and uncontrollable, and the colonies essentially self-destructed. Today, Namakli is a wasteland with little population, but Vorcha packs are scattered across the desert. Settlers frequently run into these packs, discouraging recolonization. The lack of complex biota and scarcity of profitable metals drove the last few proverbial nails into Namakli's coffin. No one has stepped forth in a few years with the will, the funding, or the firepower to establish a permanent colony. And it's one of those things like, why would you really want to? Because it's like, well, you could come get this barren rock with no mineral value, and you could be killed by Vorcha in the process. Ooh, what a tempting offer. There we go. Search successful. Scans have located a close grouping of environmentally shielded habitats and an active power source. Closer examination is required to confirm dig site presence.
We have located Anne Bryson's dig site.
I thought I had to do closer inspection.
So we got reports of an attack on an excavation site.
Right. Edie, can you tell us anything else?
This is the main site of a series of excavations established under Dr. Garrett Bryson. Staff records confirm the project lead is his daughter, Anne. She has recently uncovered another artifact possibly linked to Leviathan. That discovery must have made this dig site a target.
Yes. The attack means the Reapers are one step ahead of us. We need to pick up the pace. And since Bryson's daughter is our only lead, our objective is clear. Cortez?
Nothing so far, Commander. If she's down there, she hasn't responded to our hails. Getting some strange signals, though. Give me a minute.
The artifacts she uncovered may have caused problems. We know they're dangerous.
It's true.
Agreed. Take us in closer.
Copy that.
Huh. Little explosions, it looks like. That's not good.
We have hostiles!
Take us in.
Commander, on the landing platform!
That's her. Okay, let's get...
Oh!
Tracking multiple bogies!
Get us over there.
Negative, it's too hot. Heading to lower platform. Hang on! There, go!
Jump!
Nice of him to slow down.
We can't stay here, Shepard.
Whoa.
Doesn't appear stable.
Move. She's somewhere above us.
Holy crap.
Is anyone there? I'm coming down.
No, stay where you are. This is Commander Shepard of the Alliance.
Whoa!
It's too dangerous. We'll come to you.
Yes, okay. You should take the elevator up on the far side.
Copy that. We're on our way.
Holy crap. This is
Through here.
quite a disaster here. Go.
Commander, they're swarming everywhere up here.
Can you find a place to hide?
I'll try.
Get there. Stay put. Watch out! for another path.
SMG high velocity barrel 3. Let's go up. Whoa! Let's get over there.
Looks like a bridge over there.
Well, this is much more comfortable not being on constantly falling platforms, but...
Controls are broken. Someone try to fix it.
Yes, Commander. This crude wiring has failed. I'll need a moment.
You have to wonder if it's actually crude wiring or if he's just mocking our technology.
The bridge is operational. Raising. Watch it, bam!
Ah, hell. Let's see, do we have anything that's good against that? Can try that. There we go. Oh my lord. Slowest acting bridge ever. Go. Oh, come on.
Move! That elevator can't be far.
Oh.
This way.
Elevator spot.
Got it.
Let me guess. The crude wiring is out. Oh, hey. I was just gonna
the
break.
elevator's blocked. Is there another way up?
I'll override the pod door near you. There's an access point above, Commander, but you'll have to climb to it.
Copy that.
Another gun part. SMG mass pulse recoil system 3. No ladder. Okay, I guess we just jump.
More of them ahead.
Oh, crap. Let's switch over to sniper. Okay, I think I got one of them down, along with one of the cannibals. Damn. Ah, there we go. Well, at least I got that one. Okay. Another cannibal down. Are we gonna have to fight one of these things or not?
Blocked. Find another way.
Jeez. Okay, up the ladder. I think we might need more support than just 3 people.
This looks like a path.
Commander, they attacked my assistant, Hopkins. We're being cornered.
Stay hidden, Doctor.
We're trying, but there's too many of them. Hurry!
Gotta wonder if she had any guards out here at all. I mean, you did have to have some, right? Because of the Vorcha? But there's no way they were ready for this. But very few people are ready for this, so... I kind of want to break that claw. I don't know if that's possible, though. Alright, he's down. Whoa! Okay.
Dan, are you still there?
We're barely hanging on. Hopkins is wounded. Are you?
Platform's coming down.
Round. Go around.
No, Boyles, stay down. Oh God.
What's happening?
Kirkwood and Boyles tried to run for it. The Reaper's got him.
Don't move until we get there.
There's, yeah, I was gonna say, there's a Turian one. Whoa, what the hell? Not sure what just happened. What was that? Was that a harvester hitting me? Okay. Oop. Ah, there's one of those around here. That's what hit me before. Oh! Jeez. Well, there goes that. Okay. Did the Asari or the Vorcha put those up, or are those native to the planet?
Elevators just ahead. Get to it!
Ooh, that's nice. Data, ammo, 5,000 credits worth of data, apparently.
Elevator's online. We're coming up.
Please hurry. I think Hopkins is dead.
He tried to run. I told him not to, but he wanted to help the others. Where did everyone go?
I'm sorry, they didn't make it. Doctor, I need you to come with me.
Oh god. Yes, of course. I was at another dig site when they attacked. I got back as quick as I could, but what's happening?
Shepard, look.
Oh.
I'm not sure, but it might have something to do with these paintings. Is that Leviathan?
Yes. Yes, we think so. It's old, much older than my father thought. And there, as if the natives were under its power. Clearly a Reaper, but acting alone. Not like any Reaper we've seen before.
Doctor, I understand you found something recently.
The artifact. Yes, of course. Incredible. It's just ahead. It may sound strange, but I'm certain it affects people. Their behavior. I've only had a short time to study it.
Not strange at all. Did you find anything?
Not much, but I did learn something about the energy it generates.
Get down.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
What are they doing?
They've activated it. I've never managed anything.
Uh-oh.
Doctor?
Oh,
They've learned too well. The darkness must not be breached.
Commander!
Take it out!
Got it.
no. Destroying the artifact again?
You okay? Cortez, we have Ann Bryson. Need a pickup.
On my way, Commander.
Copy that. You see the shuttle, you run. Don't look back.
Okay. Yes.
I need to get rid of that harvester.
We'll bring it down.
Where is this harvester? Ah! Let's, get this thing... Oh! Definitely give me, armor piercing. Holy crap. Jeez. What is... Okay. Okay. Why was I standing up? I honestly don't know. That was weird, but we'll roll with it.
We'll bring it down.
Oh, what the hell? Okay, I thought that would have killed that, but apparently cannibals are immune to explosions or something, I don't know. What the hell? Not great that it's zeroed in on me. You guys better be damaging it, because I can't seem to really get out here to shoot very much. Okay. Whoa, what the hell? Guys.
Copy that. Everybody, let's go!
Alright. Now we get to tell her dad's dead.
You okay?
Yeah, Commander. I think so. I blacked out.
Leviathan took control of him. We cut the connection before you got hurt.
Leviathan itself? That's incredible.
The Reapers seem as interested in it as we are.
Yeah, it certainly seems that way.
We were hoping you could help us figure out why. But first... Doctor, I have some bad news.
Anne, please. Suppose Leviathan's broken away from the other Reapers. Never went back to dark space. Like a rogue, or even a defector. I have to call my father. He'll want to know.
Anne, you need to listen to me, okay? Your father... is dead. I'm sorry.
He's... what? Dead? He can't be dead.
We met with him, hoping to find out what he knew. Something happened.
Something happened?
You're not the first to lose control. Your father's assistant. One minute he was fine, the next... he drew a gun on your father. I couldn't stop him.
I can't believe this.
We have to find out what's behind it all. You're the only one who can help us. Anne?
I want to see his office.
We'll arrange for transportation. Meet you there.
Alright. Let's get back to the Citadel. Done here in Zaharan. And in the Pylos Nebula as a whole. Okay, back through the mass relay. To the Citadel.
Hello? Anne? Are you here? Anne?
Oh, Commander. Yes, I'm sorry. Just... This is hard.
Of course. Are you all right?
Yes. No. I don't know. My father and I didn't leave things in a great state.
An argument?
Yes. It was trivial. A disagreement on how to file some of the specimens. I was mad about something else. I don't remember what. And I took it out on him. So stupid.
It's all right. I can come back.
No, please. I'm okay. Seeing all this again? He was so obsessed. Crazy sometimes.
I didn't get a chance to know him.
Oh, sometimes I felt the same way. He was a great man. A pioneer. But he could be distant. I felt like an inconvenience growing up.
You sound angry.
I was angry. Still am, I guess. But sometimes, he was so full of stories, he nearly burst. I loved that about him. It's why I signed up for this work. I can't believe he's gone.
We'll figure this out.
We have to. I need to know what's on the other end of that artifact. What he died for.
We need your help. You're our last chance.
You're right. Let me dig into my father's work to see what I can find.
Anne, you sure you're up for this?
Yes. When Leviathan took control of me, I remember being somewhere cold and dark. But my father taught me to never be afraid of the dark.
Okay. I think she's downstairs. Well, I mean, most of this place is downstairs, so yeah.
I'm still amazed your father got his hands on a piece of a Reaper.
He was so excited. Your claims validated years of work.
Did you take appropriate steps to prevent indoctrination?
Of course. It was completely shielded, and we all had regular psych evals. But now, thanks to the artifact, I'm indoctrinated anyway, aren't I? Might as well be a Arachnite drone waiting for orders from the Queen.
I don't think it's exactly that.
You studied the Arachnite?
I wrote my dissertation on them. My father thought it was a waste of time, but now, it might actually help us understand Leviathan.
In what way?
We think of the Arachnite as telepathic, but there's really no such thing. At short range, the Queen uses pheromones to give orders. At long range, she uses an organic kind of quantum entanglement communicator. Whatever Leviathan does must be similar, entangling particles to stimulate neural activity. It uses the artifact to establish a connection, and then it controls the mind of anyone near it.
Organic QEC.
Hey, loco. Need a hand?
The hell? What are you doing here?
What brings you down here, James?
Heard you're closing in on the Reaper killer. Anything that can scare those bastards has to be worth a look.
That's what I'm hoping.
Just honestly wasn't expecting to see him down here.
We didn't detect any energy emissions from the artifact.
But the Reapers were able to use the artifact to trace Leviathan somehow.
My theory is that most of the time, the artifact simply acts as a receiver. We'll only be able to trace Leviathan through it when it actively takes control of someone.
As it did on the asteroid.
Right. Unless it needs something, Leviathan doesn't bother communicating. I guess it and my father had something in common.
You said Leviathan's control was similar to a quantum entanglement communicator, which is untraceable.
Yes, but this isn't a natural QEC. Leviathan has to send a pulse through the artifact to alter your mind and create the quasi-QEC effect.
And that can be traced.
Right. Just like at the dig site. The Reapers were tracing the signal by activating the artifact. My father wanted to be at that dig site. He was getting too old for long digs, but he hated being stuck in the lab. He nearly missed my graduation because he was on a dig. Showed up still wearing his field gear. God, he'd have hated dying here.
So who are we gonna have indoctrinated?
Anne, I know this is hard, but if there's anything more you can tell us.
I don't think there's anything more I can tell you. But maybe I can show you.
What are you saying?
The artifact only sends out a signal when Leviathan's controlling someone. So let it control me. You could trace the signal.
You mean let it take you over? That's too dangerous.
It's my call, not yours. You said I'm your last chance to find this thing.
We have no idea what will happen.
If we wait, the Reapers will get to Leviathan first. I'm the only one here who's spent enough time with it to do this. You're looking for something to fight the Reapers, Commander. I'm looking for the monster that murdered my father.
We still don't know what we're looking for.
Then let's find out.
Commander, this thing we're doing with Anne sounds dangerous as hell.
Noted. Edie?
Energy signature locked in. Waiting for activation.
You sure about this?
Yes. I'm sure.
I'm gonna be right here.
Okay.
She doesn't know him.
I'm ready.
James, drop the containment shield.
I guess she was on the
Shield
ship
is
with us,
dropped.
but...
Artifact online.
Anything?
Nothing yet. Wait. There's something. I feel a chill.
Edie?
No trace yet.
Oh.
Hell!
Signal is tracking. Maintain connection.
Maintain
Turn
connection.
back. The darkness can't be breached.
Maintain connection.
Listen to me.
Maintain
I found you,
connection.
and the Reapers are right behind me.
You have brought them.
You are a threat.
So are you. I've seen what you can do. The war needs you.
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Edie, do we have enough?
Partial lock. Maintain connection to narrow the search.
You heard her. We got enough. I'm hitting the shield.
Do it.
Man.
Anne. Anne, are you all right?
Yes. I think so.
Did we get anything?
Yes, but it will take some time to search. Coordinates sent to the Normandy.
Good. It's a start.
Commander, I sense something else. Anger.
It knows we're getting close.
I think it wants to kill you.
Oh.
Come on. Let's get you some help.
Okay. Let's see if there's anything else here. Then we get back to the ship and find ourselves a Leviathan. Just check to be sure. Because there could well be something that they threw in here as like a little hidden item for you to pick up. Doesn't look like it though. Alright. Let's get back to the Normandy. Okay. Let's see where this takes us. Alright. Sigurd's Cradle. Okay, we've already done Skepsis and Decorus. Okay, so we've got 3 new systems. Let's start with Psi Tophet. With a name like that, I almost feel like we're about to be where we need to be. In fact, I think this might be it. Let's just say we're going to an ocean world. I remember that. 2181 Eubolus. Like the other planets in this system, 2181 Eubulus is an unknown quantity. It appears to be a hydrogen-helium gas giant, surrounded by the usual complement of moons and rings. Scans reveal no detectable artificial satellites. See, this is the kind of stuff I love in Mass Effect, and it's very rare when you go to completely uncharted systems. Systems where they don't even have names for the planets yet. And so we're just, like, giving them the names of the year or whatever it is. Or just some random number here. 2181 Iron, because I actually no, because it's 2180. I can't remember, but it's not 2181. This rock planet is only known from space probes, and there's no record of its exploration. It appears to have had a moderate atmosphere of hydrogen and helium over an icy surface. So I guess they've sent probes, but no one else. And yeah, this is, I'm pretty sure, where we're going. This planet was only spotted recently by human space probes, and no records indicate that it has been explored since. Scans indicate that it was covered in an ocean of liquid water and has a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere. It is highly likely to have at least some photosynthetic life.
I found something.
Yeah, we'll come back for that. But again, like, how it is that you would find a planet that's like an ocean world like that and you wouldn't already have like colonists looking to land on it immediately, I mean, that's kind of an indication that there's something else there. Ooh. Mylassi. A silicaceous asteroid, Mylassi is rich in olivine and pyroxene. The Asari colony Chalkos set up habitats on Mylassi mostly to oversee a large-scale project in which smaller asteroids would be flown to Chalkos. There, the olivine would be recovered and used in sequestering the planet's carbon dioxide. As with many Asari projects, this is expected to take decades or centuries before generating an appreciable difference in the planet's climate. The station here has been bombarded by Reapers. The effect on the integrity of the asteroid is unknown, but it does not appear to be breaking apart just yet. Okay.
Signal confirmed.
Chalkos is an Asari colony. Let's see, what do we got here? Terapso. A hydrogen-helium gas giant with an abundance of nitrogen in its atmosphere, Terapso was notable because of its independence from the government of Chalkos, as well as any other governing body. As a result, its colonized moons and orbital stations overseeing the Helium-3 recovery were neutral meeting grounds in all manners of deals between Terminus governments, warlords, and crime figures. The Reapers appear to have cursorily bombed many of the moons and machinery here. It is possible there are survivors. No plans exist detailing the extensive tunnel networks that are under the moon's surfaces, but it is likely that without rescue or food shipments, any inhabitants will die off soon. Okay. My guess is there's probably still more out here in the asteroid belt, so let's do a quick little run around this. Nope, nothing but Mylassi. Let's go to Selvos. Chalkos' binary twin is a barren world that has always seemed like a better terraforming prospect than it is. Its temperatures are quite tolerable for sentient life, and its gravity is suitable for retaining a thick atmosphere. Its location close to Chalkos makes it a tempting investment. Two garden worlds so close together that they would benefit from mutual trade, and if nothing else, tourism due to their near-unique status. However, Selvos has minimal water. Early attempts to create a hydrosphere met with slow progress that only Chalkos' Asari could love. The deaths of the colonists on Selvos and Chalkos have dashed any hopes of terraforming in the near future. Selvos is now a wasteland of punctured dome habitats, and its orbital stations are slag. The Reapers have moved on. That sucks. Okay. We'll come right back to Chalkos, but, Lysir. Ooh, that's weird. Lysir is a low-density world notable for its appearance in the Asari exploitation hollow blue steel, one of humanity's first attempts to market entertainment galactically. The promotional campaign assured viewers that it was filmed on location in the most dangerous section of the galaxy, the Terminus systems. In fact, the cast and crew were relatively safe, occupying a space station that orbited an unremarkable, lifeless planet. Lysir space stations housed a largely Asari crew, teleoperating robo-mining of uranium. When Blue Steel was released, human audiences still thought this was an exotic profession. Today, it would induce yawns. The Reapers have destroyed the orbital stations around Lysir and have moved on. It is not known if anyone managed to escape. Okay. Acria? Tidally locked to its parent star, Mill, Acria is a small rock planet that never bore much development due to the Sari on Chalkos and Selvos having limited resources and instead focusing their efforts on making more welcoming worlds. Old scans indicate that it may have an abundance of nickel. Okay. And Chalkos. Chalkos is notable for being one of the few garden worlds in the Milky Way that is also part of a binary planet system. Both it and its heavenly twin Selvos are in a stable orbit with one another, in addition to orbiting the star Mill. Chalkos' greenhouse gases lead to hotter climate than Earth, and the solar eclipses caused by Selvos, while common, are not frequent enough to be good solar shade. This did not prevent a colony from springing up, largely Asari and their varying species of mates. It was far from any idyllic systems. Like many Terminus worlds, it was rife with farmers growing psychoactive substances, armed gangs with genetic engineering that would be illegal in Council space, but aside from the maddening heat and photoperiod, it was quite inhabitable. The Reapers turned Chalkos to rubble. Emergency broadcasts caught in the light cone coming from the planet indicate that the Reapers used ground forces to invade and spent little time harvesting. As they departed, the Reapers bombarded the planet from orbit, either because they needed to reinforce another front quickly, or had gathered the data on genetic engineering they needed. Okay. There it is. Husk neural map. Getting a lot of weird war assets today. Okay, so I think we're still looking for a gas station. There we go. Oh, nope, just something on Molassey. Which is good, because it means it's something more interesting than fuel. Search unsuccessful. Scans of the planet's surface show no evidence of Leviathan's energy signature. Continue your search.
No sign of Leviathan at these coordinates.
Alright, I thought it was going to be something more interesting than that, but let's go to Linal. Ooh, man, I am running low on fuel. Okay. Nutus. Nutus is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with a high nitrogen content. It has several colonized moons. Nutus's moon, Etrat, was home to a small-time Terminus Systems warlord, Rashtek Chas, who extracted tribute from the colonists on Traginta Petra, and any travelers stopping by to refuel on Helium-3. Rashtek's small navy appears to have fled to safer pastures in advance of the Reaper invasion. Nothing out here, it seems. Oh, well, there are Reapers, though. Oh, there's a... Wow. Tritatics? A dwarf planet, Tritatics is notable for gold deposited by an asteroid strike that, geologically speaking, happened fairly recently. Surveyors suspected Tritatics was once larger, but was reduced in size by the strike, which knocked enough material out of the planet to create misshaped moonlets. Its name, which means gap-toothed, is in common Turian language, was retroactively added once the scientists confirmed this hypothesis. Okay. What we got here? Traginta Petra. A low-density planet in comparison to Earth, Traginta Petra is also drier, with wide land masses that are largely desert. Its dextrochirality native life has yet to make it out of the oceans, primarily producing cyanobacteria, which provide a limited amount of oxygen in the atmosphere. A handful of Turians colonized the planet in an attempt to introduce land plants. Their chief hurdle was the lack of good topsoil, which required imports and sophisticated farming practices to overcome. The farmer's maxim on Traginta Petra was, if you can last 5 seasons, you officially know what you're doing, okay? Preliminary scans of Traginta Petra suggest that the Reapers judged the population too low to harvest and struck its colonies with kinetic impactors. They then moved on, trusting that destruction of the food supply's main arteries would finish off the inhabitants of such a biotopore world. Capital Lysitron, colony founded in 2120, population 35,500 pre-invasion. Well, if the population does survive and the Reapers don't come back, then that's, I think, potentially a large enough population to where they could return from that.
I found something.
Dextro rations. That'll help out our Turian and Quarian crewmates. Oh, we didn't even look at this one. The Conyx is far enough from its F-class star that its temperatures are almost tolerable to sapient life, but its extremely thin atmosphere makes it almost as hostile as vacuum. As such, the planet was uninhabited. Mining drones piloted from orbital stations would brave the high gravity to extract iridium, osmium, and other valuable heavy metals. The Reapers did not overlook the Conyx in their sweep of the system, and orbital stations are now destroyed. Let's find not Leviathan. Yeah. Search unsuccessful.
No sign of Leviathan at these coordinates.
Well, yeah, it's not dark and cold, is it?
Evasion successful.
Ah, crap. I do need to go get more fuel. There we go. I don't actually know what happens when you run out of fuel in Mass Effect 3. I think in Mass Effect 2 you would just burn your minerals. I gotta go pick up fuel and I'll be right back. Okay, there might be something else here in this system too, along with the planet with the Leviathan. Let's try the larger world. Huh. Maybe there's some fuel somewhere or something. Is it really just going to be a one-item thing? I mean, the one item is a big thing, don't get me wrong, but... Alright, well, here we go. Let's scan and then land. Search successful. Scans reveal a faint trace of Leviathan's energy signature. Closer examination required for confirmation.
These coordinates match our trace of Leviathan.
You know it's going to be an interesting thing when they give you the full cinematic coming in, not just you inside the shuttle talking.
Cortez, what's the status on the probe we launched?
Tracking it now, Commander. I've confirmed that Leviathan's signal originates from this planet. Heard how, Anne helped us locate it. It's pretty spooky stuff.
I'm still not sure what we're expecting to find down there.
Dr. Bryson classified Leviathan as a Reaper killer. It appears it doesn't wish to be found.
It doesn't have a choice. We're here.
But then what? If it turns out to be a Reaper, are we really going to offer an alliance?
Nobody says we have to be friends with it. But if this thing has the rest of the Reapers worried, then we need its help.
Commander, new readings from the probe. It's narrowed down Leviathan's location. You're not gonna like it.
Let's hear it.
There's nothing but ocean.
Yep.
I show a concentration of structures floating on the surface, but the probe's giving us a signal below that. Way below.
Underwater?
Looks that way. The shuttle should still be able to reach it.
Look at that.
That's possible.
Kodiak is spec'd to nearly 1,000 atmospheres, but I've never actually tested that.
Guess we're gonna find out.
Oh.
Status! Some kind of pulse hit us! Systems are shutting down! Brace for impact!
Everyone all right?
I'm okay here.
How's the shuttle, Cortez?
Checking now. I'll see if I can get power restored.
Let's get to,
Copy that. We'll look around.
It would seem
M55
others have been
Argus.
stranded here as well. We aren't the first to encounter that pulse.
We got
Could
star
be
charts.
Leviathan's last line of defense.
Shepard, it's one of the artifacts.
Explains why no one gets out of here.
Medkit, skeletal remains, and datapad. Datapad log, Atten Brooks. The hull will hold, that's what they say. Whatever god watches over ESO prospectors came through for us. Despite a hell of a smack in the water landing, the MSV Monarch displaced enough air to stay afloat. We're all thankful we're alive. Captain Pratt even ordered the champagne broken out. Helps perspective, I guess. The big puzzle, what downed us in the first place? Kanshan says it wasn't lightning. It was some kind of pulse, a directed energy weapon, it seems like. But where would it have come from? There's no radio traffic. The whole bloody ocean is silent. Tonight the techs are going to try rerouting the power to get a good mass drop. before getting the thrusters firing. If all goes well, we'll be airborne in 24 hours. Well, the skeletal remains...
Any idea how old these are?
The bones are untouched by scavengers. If they rotted clean from humidity and exposure, it might take more than a year.
Man. You know what this reminds me of? Is Subnautica. Pure EZO samples there. Let's see. Survey data. 2250 credits. Survey data. 2250 credits. Oop. Another artifact. Datapad Shin Kanshan. Attempts to get airborne have failed every time. The damage done by the pulses, if you could call that damage, doesn't make physical sense. The connections aren't fried, but the Monarch's thrusters disengaged. The distress beacon is likewise dead, but most of our electronics are still functioning. It doesn't seem to be a result of the shielding. Without a distress beacon, we've got no chance. I hear bad things about ration supplies, and I think it's why the captain ordered us to collect rainwater and set up tents on the deck. It keeps us busy. Merc says he's been talking about using Triton's weapons to try blast fishing. I agree, but I haven't seen anything that looks like a fish. I wish I were an optimist. Oh, man. Can I destroy these? Yeah, let's do that. They're tough little things. Ooh. Damaged Triton ADS.
Looks like a damaged Atlas. Different, though, and it's not flying Cerberus colors.
I don't recognize any of these ships. How long have they been here?
What do we got here? Pure EZO samples. Looks like we've got pistol cranial trauma system. I mean, this is just honestly kind of terrifying to consider. Floating on a hulk in an ocean that's like infinitely deep, effectively. You know, not really, obviously, but no fish and just constant rain. Okay, where do I go from here?
Look! Up there! Reapers! They were right behind us!
Protect the shuttle!
What? Oh, okay. How? It's up there, right? Or is it not?
Cortez! Situation!
Swapping out the parts, Commander! Hang on!
Cortez!
Almost there, Commander!
I think that they knocked out Liara by landing on top of her. Let's bring her back.
Cortez! What happened to almost there?
Had a development, Commander! Fixing it now!
Ooh. Oh. Man, there's a tablet here that we're not going to get to read, I think.
Commander, I'm airborne!
Give us some cover fire!
Copy that!
There we go. Oh, Liara's down again? I think they just keep landing on top of her.
get to him!
I'm gonna say there's still at least one more over here.
Enemy contact! Under fire!
Whoa.
Okay, we're clear.
Nice work, Commander. But there's a development. We need to talk.
Status.
Shuttle's a mess, Commander. That pulse knocked it right out of the air. We're not going anywhere.
Why not have the Normandy pick us up?
Gonna do the same
would happen
thing.
to her. And the landing won't be as pretty. I'd say Leviathan has some sort of defense system in place.
Be nice if it would use it on the Reapers as well.
Then we aren't getting out of here until we find it. So how do we do that?
Well,
Into the depths.
You might be able to use a mech. Looks like it's rigged for diving.
A diving mech?
It's a Triton model. Military grade, repurposed for deep sea exploration. As long as the seawater hasn't corroded, it should be good to go.
Well, if that's what we have to do, let's get started.
Shepard, perhaps you are unaware of the degree of risk. Are we seriously proposing?
First, we'll need to restore power to get that cargo door open.
How?
I suppose we are.
These old Ballard-class ships are equipped with exterior power sockets. They use them for emergency repairs. We can strip the cells from the shuttle and use those for juice. Hang on, I'll get you started. Got a cell for you, Commander. Find somewhere to plug that in.
Okay. Let's go. Okay, need to go get another soak. Why do they keep dropping on her? That was impressive. I think they're actually actively attempting to land on top of Liara. Okay, so the thing is just on constantly? What? Why? Just gotta keep moving. How many cells has he got? Thank goodness for cloaking, by the way. There we go. Now let's bring people back.
Cargo doors are opening, Commander. That mech is all yours. It should still have weapons capability.
Woo! Let's go. Oh! You want to test each other's fighting strength? Okay, we can do that. Gotta wonder how many Alliance commands are outfitted with these kind of mechs, because if they all have them, the Reapers don't seem like they stand a damn chance. What the? Oh, one's a decoy.
Good. I need to get in the water before they come back.
Roger that. Walk the mech back to me when you're ready to dive. I should check it over first.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. So just get in, turns out it's got a crack in it that's going to break you when it gets down to 200 feet.
All right, Commander. Let's get you out of there and I'll do a systems check.
Shepard, I understand the reasons, but this is a big risk.
And what's the alternative, really?
We've come too far to stop now. The way home is through Leviathan.
Okay, SEALs, check out. Oxygen pressure is nominal. Systems are a go. It's as ready as I can make it.
Let's go.
Take care down there, Commander.
I mean,
Closing
honestly,
hatch.
what's the alternative? We can't leave while this thing's trying to kill us.
Ready.
Testing comlink.
I read you.
Here goes.
Goliath online.
Commencing dive in 3, 2, 1. Suit holding up, Commander.
Looks good so far.
Good. Getting some comm interference on
Copy that. Cortez? Cortez!
This is like a nightmare for me, honestly. The thought of endlessly deep water, where as you constantly get lower, the chances you're gonna die just keep getting higher and higher and higher. Oh.
Not sure if you can read me up there. Looks like I finished the major descent.
Oh,
can't see much from here. Suit is holding up. Emergency systems have come online. Life support operational. Scanner indicates the probe is below my position. Looking for a way down.
Oh god, look at the pressure.
Shutting down all non-critical systems to preserve remaining power. Not sure how much juice the emergency thruster will need to get me back to the surface.
Yeah.
Can't worry about that now.
The kind of crazy thing to consider is that Shepard's effectively the head of the anti-Reaper resistance
Getting some
because of
strange
the
readings from the probe.
destructions of the government.
Something is definitely down there.
And here he is, alone at the bottom of the ocean, risking death. 3,119 meters.
Reading the probe directly below me. Looks like the final drop.
Oh, God. Oh. Okay. God. Oh, look at that depth rise.
Can't see anything just yet.
Holy crap. Oh my god. I'm like imagining cracks forming on the glass. There's the probe!
Found the probe. Seems intact. I'm gonna keep moving.
3275 meters. The amount of water pressure at this depth. Because you got to keep in mind that you've got all that water above you piled on top of you. Pressing in from every side. Here we go. Leviathan. It's entirely organic. It's not a Reaper.
I had to find you.
This is not your domain. You have breached the darkness.
You killed a Reaper. I need to know why.
They are the
all extermination.
But I thought you were a Reaper.
They are only echoes. We existed long before.
Then what are you?
Something more.
Someplace dark and cold here.
Your mind belongs to me. Breathe.
Dan. What's happening?
Your memories give voice to our words. Your nature will be revealed to us. Accept this.
The galaxy's at war with the Reapers. You defeated one. Why aren't you fighting back?
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Then help us stop it.
None have possessed the strength in past cycles. Your own species could be destroyed with a single thought. But you are different. I have witnessed your actions in this cycle. The destruction of Sovereign, the fall of the Collectors. The Reapers perceive you as a threat. And I must understand why. Before the cycle, mankind was the apex of life in the galaxy. The lesser species were in our thrall, serving our needs. We grew more powerful and they were cared for, but we could not protect them from themselves. Over time, the species built machines that then destroyed them. Tribute does not flow from a dead race. To solve this problem, we created an intelligence with a mandate to preserve life at any cost. As the intelligence evolved, it studied the development of civilizations. Its understanding grew until it found a solution. In that instant, it betrayed us. It chose our kind as the first harvest. From our essence, the first Reaper was created. You call it Harbinger.
How did the intelligence defeat you?
To find a solution, it required information. Physical data drawn from organic life in the cosmos. It created an army of pawns that searched the galaxy, gathering this data. There was no warning. No reason given when they turned against us. Only slaughter. Only the harvest.
You built that machine despite what you saw the other races experience. Why?
You cannot conceive of a galaxy that bends to your will. Every creature, every nation, every planet we discovered became our tools. We were above the concerns of lesser species. The intelligence was envisioned as simply another tool.
And now we all pay the price for your mistake.
There was no mistake. It still serves its purpose.
How did you remain hidden all this time?
Our extermination was not complete. Some survived and found refuge in the dark corners of the galaxy. I am their progeny. Over the cycles, the thrall races were controlled, removing traces of our existence as we directed them to. In this way, our survival was kept secret from the Reapers. Today, we reach out through the fragments and watch for discovery.
Fragments? You mean the artifacts we found?
They provide a window into the galaxy. Tools for exploring the events of this cycle from the safety of this world. Through them, we watch, we study, and remain in the shadows.
Tell me about the Reapers.
Each harvest ends with the birth of a Reaper, perfect in its design. Each formed in Harbinger's image. Our image. Each Reaper has the power to influence organics. Over countless cycles, this ability was refined, perfected, and gave rise to indoctrination.
What's the point of all these harvests?
The intelligence has one purpose: preservation of life. That purpose is not being fulfilled. It directed the Reapers to create the mass relays to speed the time between cycles for greatest efficiency. The galaxy itself became an experiment. Evolution its tool.
Will it ever end?
Unknown. Until the intelligence finds what it's looking for, the harvest will continue.
What is it looking for?
What do you know about the Crucible?
We have watched its construction before. It has never been completed. Those who have tried still fell victim to the harvest. Its outcome is unknown.
Okay, you made your point. Will you help stop the cycle?
I have searched your mind. You are an anomaly, yet that is not enough.
Wait!
The cycle will continue.
No! You've been watching. You know this cycle is different.
We will survive. You will remain here as a servant of our needs. The Reapers will harvest the rest.
If you release me, no one has to be harvested.
Nothing will change.
The Reapers know where you are. You can't just watch anymore. You have to fight. Even if you survive the battle today, the Reapers won't stop. Ever. Release me and we have a chance to end this, once and for all.
You have to wonder exactly how he was planning on keeping Shepard here. I mean, like, the oxygen... Oh, look at that. The oxygen supplies would run out eventually.
Confidence is singular.
I've earned it. Out there fighting, where you should be.
It is clear why the Reapers perceive you as a threat. Your victories are more than a product of chance. We will fight, but not for you or any lesser race. We were the first, the apex race. We will survive. And the Reapers who trespass on this world will understand our power. They will become our slaves. Today, they pay their tribute in blood.
This is some high quality engineering, by the way. If this thing could seriously survive at these depths. It is crazy to consider the Leviathan to be, like, the first true intelligent species of the Milky Way galaxy. Wait for it. And the Reapers are indoctrinated.
Shepard back! Cortez, status!
We're good to go. I don't know what the commander did, but the pulse is offline.
Okay, the sound effects are weird right now. I also think I just noticed a caution decal floating in midair where the door is supposed to be. Yeah.
Damn it, we got a Reaper inbound!
Not for long. Oh, those are all artifacts? crap!
Shepard! Goddess! He's freezing! Are you alright?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. Hell of a headache.
We're lucky we got you back. I've got Ann Bryson on the comm.
Good. Put her through.
Commander.
You feeling better?
Yes, thank you. I'm doing fine. What happened?
We found it, Anne. We found Leviathan.
Was it worth it?
I don't know. But we proved it can't hide anymore. That it's a part of this war, just like us.
Sounds like an amazing story.
One for the history books.
Well, I look forward to hearing all about it. My father would appreciate this, knowing the truth is out there. In the meantime, Admiral Hackett has asked me to join his scientific team. We all have our part to play. I should get to it.
Take care, Anne. And thanks for all your help. Shepard up.
Commander, I finished reading your report.
The Alliance wanted more intelligence on the Reapers. I'd say we got it.
Yeah.
Our people will be studying it for years to come. They're already calling it the Leviathan Codex. It rewrites galactic history as we know it.
Yeah.
Whatever else it means, it tells me the Reapers had a beginning. And maybe now we'll provide them with an end.
That's one way to look at it. I guess it's the only way. So go out there and make it happen. This is a big step in the right direction, Shepard. Good work.
Thank you, sir.
Hackett out.
I feel like Shepard started that salute a little too early there. Let's take a look at the war assets. Oh, man. Okay, look at... I think it was like here, and now we're here. Alien. Let's see. Leviathan Enthrallment Team. Holy crap, look at that. 400 points. A mixed species team of special operations soldiers have volunteered to covertly deliver Leviathan artifacts behind enemy lines. These attacks aim to make Reaper creatures thralls of the Leviathans. On a small scale, this could cause chaos and disruption. On a large scale, and if given enough time, it could form an army of Reaper creatures dedicated to exterminating their own kind. The team's major limiting factors are the small number of artifacts and the reluctance of Alliance commanders to operate openly with such a potent weapon for fear the Reapers might develop a countermeasure. Or imagine if we defeat the Reapers and then the Leviathan are like, okay, everyone's back under our control. We're the apex species. Let's see. The Alliance. What do we got here? Dr. Ann Bryson. Dr. Ann Bryson has survived her ordeal with Leviathan's artifact and retains most of her mental faculties. Her research into paleotechnology could be useful in understanding the Prothean device and the laws of high-energy physics that the Reapers seem to ignore. Okay. Asari. Husk neural map. Biologists on Chalkos have made a quick study of the brain structures of a husk and other Reaper creatures, isolating the parts of the brain responsible for interpreting sensory data. Their conclusions contrast the various strengths and weaknesses of Reaper ground forces when it comes to sight, smell, hearing, and so forth. This data could be extremely useful for soldiers or citizens trying to escape and evade Reapers on occupied planets. Okay, very cool. The Crucible. Jovian dissertation. Only 5 points, but let's see what we got. This scientific data draws conclusions about the gas giant Assail's exceptionally powerful magnetic field, which made complex interactions with those on its moons. The mathematics used to model this complexity can provide new insight into the math of the Prothean device. A brief glance at the data hints at some sort of energetic pulse that might pass through the magnetosphere of a planet unimpeded. But any details are best derived by high-energy physicists. Radiation shielding stealth. The Prothean device is built in space where its inner workings may be vulnerable to cosmic radiation from nearby stars. While the construction plan has taken standard risks into account, a sudden turn in space weather could pierce the basic shielding and irradiate the device and crew. Superior radiation shielding used by the orbital stations near the gas giant Cineus would provide a low-cost way to keep the device safe against all but the most unusual energetic emissions. Okay. And Turian. Dextro rations. When they were struck by the Reapers, the agribusiness on Triginta Petra had a surplus of both plant and animal-based food product for dextroamino acid-based sapiens. Both Turian troops, who favor a meat-heavy diet, and the Quarians, who are typically vegan, show a marked preference for these recovered rations, suggesting that although they were wiped out by enemy forces, the Petrans had pretty good taste. Serving Petran food to a unit about to go into combat can restore a little morale and dignity to an otherwise demoralized unit. Interesting, although it's kind of like, here's some food that we've got a limited supply of, made by people who were killed. Eat that. Alright, let's see. Dominate unlocked in the medical bay. We got Dr. Ann Bryson. We just looked at that. And Leviathan enthrallment team. No comments about Leviathan, you guys? Okay. Anything from you?
Commander?
No. Let's check the email. Nothing. Alright. Well, in the next video, I'm thinking we might... Okay, so we've got... Let's take a look at the journal. In terms of... Wow, we got a lot of missions still. Okay. Well, we got a lot of systems that we can still search. We can go on the main quest, which takes us to the Perseus Vale, Priority Perseus Vale right there. And then along with that, there's also the last piece of DLC. I think what we're going to do... Well, I don't think it's... It might not be the last piece of DLC, but it's the piece that we still have. We're going to do some more exploration. So, Hades Nexus, Array, Masana, again, Hades Nexus, Valhallan Threshold, Nimbus Cluster, Dakuna, all this stuff. We're going to do all these in the next video, and then the one after that, we're going to do the last piece of DLC. And then after that, we're going to go to do the priority mission. So, this has been the Irresolute Cartographer. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.